Good evening to one and all. We are from Telugu Radham, the basic organization under the banner of which for the past 12 years we have been conducting various literary, cultural and devotional and development programs under the banner of Telugu Radham. Along with that, as another arm of the organization, we have got a voluntary organization called Sukala Foundation, through which social welfare activities and voluntary activities are taken up. We have also got another wing for the books, reading, and spread of the knowledge out of it, a group called Grandha Kuti, under which we have initiated a new program, the introduction of important literary personalities of Indian origin, and also people who have written in English representing from different dialect and state languages. As you are aware, under Indian Constitution, 24 scheduled languages have been identified and protected under the Constitution. So, the literary body of Government of India, Sahitya Academy, every year honors after identification of the eligible publication of individual is given Sahitya Academy Award. Keeping this, in addition to that, there are so many literature personalities under various sects in various languages of India, and also literary groups, social media, journalism, public relations, etc. So we have initiated every week to introduce one Indian leader who contributed his literature activity in English, irrespective of his native and mother tongue. So today we have chosen, being the birthday of Morning Face, written by Mulkraj Anand, the famous Indian novelist, short story writer, critic, and non-fiction writer. As you know, Mulkraj Anand was educated in India and England and writes in English, along with R.K. Narayan and Raja Rao. Both are famous Indian writers. Anand is also responsible for defining modern Indo-English literature in terms of themes, characterization, and philosophical concerns. Anand is distinguished for his ideological commitment to the reform of India's political, social, and cultural institutions. Such early fictional works as The Coolie and Untouchable deal with the cruelties inherent in the caste system and the suffering induced by poverty. For a time, Anand's work was highly political, often attributing India's problems to British rule and capitalism. However, the Dada criticism and stereotyped characterization which marred these early novels yield to a deeper psychological and humanistic interpretation in such later works, as The Private Life of an Indian Prince. Anand is currently working on a septet of autobiographical fiction at the time designed to illustrate the seven ages of man. So we have today selected his autobiographical nature of novel, um, interpreted and inferred, and it was presented in the first language, the that is Morning Face, a novel. So this is the title page of the and he is a Mulkraz Anand, and this is the title page of morning face. So first, let us try to know his personality, literary personality of Mulkraz Anand. Then we will go a brief introduction of Morning Face so that the literary favorites and lovers will have an opportunity to read that novel as part of their hobby activities. Mulkraz Anand was born in Peshawar as the son of Lalchand, a coppersmith and a soldier, and Ishwar Kaur. He attended Khasla College, Amritsar, and entered the University of Punjab in 1921, graduating with honors in 1924. Thereafter, Anand did his additional studies at Cambridge and at London University. Receiving his PhD in 1929, he studied and later lectured at the Leagues of Nations School of Intellectual Cooperation in Geneva. Between 1932 and 1945, Anand lectured on and off at Works Educational Association in London. In 1930s and 40s, Anand divided his time between literary London and Gandhi's India. He joined the struggle for independence, but also fought with the Republicans in the Spanish Civil War. During Second World War, he worked as a broadcaster and script writer in the film division of the British Broadcasting Corporation, popularly known as BBC, in London. Among his friends was George Orwell, a famous literary personality and author of 1984. After the World War, Anand returned permanently to India and made Bombay his hometown and center of activity. In 1946, he founded the fine arts magazine Marg. He also became director of Kutumba Publishers. From 1948 to 1966, Anand taught at Indian universities. In the 1960s, he was a Tagore Professor of Literature and Fine Arts at the University of Punjab and a visiting professor at the Institute of Advanced Studies in Simla during 1967 and 68. Between the years 1965 and 1970, Anand was Fine Art Chairman at Lalitakala Academy, which was known National Academy of Arts. In 1970, he became president of Lokahita Trust for creating a community and cultural center in New Delhi. Anand started to write at an early age. His first texts were born as a reaction to the trauma of the suicide of an aunt who had been excommunicated for dining with a Muslim woman. An unhappy love for a Muslim girl who was married inspired some of his poetry. Anand began his career as a writer in England by publishing short notice on books in T.S. Eliot's magazine titled Criterion. Among his friends were such authors as E.M. Forster, Herbert Read, Henry Miller, and of course, as recently as just now indicated, George Orwell. The most important influence upon Anand was none other than the father of Indian nation, Mahatma Gandhi, who shaped his social concerns. In the early 1930s, Anand focused on books on art, history. It was not until the appearance of the novels Untouchable in 1935 and Coolie 1936, the story of a 15-year-old child laborer who dies of tuberculosis, that Anand gained a wide recognition. Untouchable narrates a day in the life of Bakha, an unclean outcast who suffers a number of humiliations in the course of his day. After 19 rejection slips, Anand's novel was published in England with a preface by great literature personality E.M. Forster. In Two Leaves and a Bud in 1937, Anand continued his exploration of the Indian society. The society told about a poor Punjabi peasant who is brutally exploited in a tea plantation and killed by a British official who tries to rape his daughter. The socially conscious novel shared much with the proletarian novels published in Britain and the United States during the 1930s. Anand's famous trilogy, The Village in 1939, Across the Black Waters 1940, and The Sword and the Sickle in 1942, was a strong protest against social injustices. In Anand's early novels, his social and political analysis of oppression grows clearly from his involvement with the left in England. Among Anand's later and most impressive works is The Private Life of an Indian Prince. This time, Anand focused more on human psyche and personal struggles than on conflicts. The story had its origins in the betrayal of a hill woman with whom the author was romantically involved, who, while married to his first wife, the actress Kathleen Van Gelder, Anand had met Gelder in London. They married in 1939. After divorce in 1948, Anand married Shirlin Wazibdar, a distinguished dancer. Anand's daughter from his first marriage became a writer too. Since the 1950s, Anand intermittently worked on a projected 7-volume autobiography entitled Seven Ages of Man. From the project appeared Seven Summers 1951, Morning Phase 1968, Confessions of a Lover 1976, and The Bubble 1984. Anand also published books on subjects as diverse as Marx and Engels. In India, Tagore, Nehru, Aesop's Fables, the Kama Sutra, erotic sculpture, and Indian ivories. Mulkraj Anand died in Pune on September 28, 2004. So, thus, Mulkraj Anand was very famous in writing his literary field. At the same time, settling abroad and creating literary on the background of his external life, life spent in other countries. So now let us have a brief intro about the book selected today, which was his autobiographical nature and expressed in first person, that is Morning Life. And also let us link his other writings. Mulkraj Anand, Morning Face. It was published Kutub Popular in 1968. Then it was rated 37 rupees 10 paisa. And also another Private Life of an Indian Prince, revised edition with the introduction of by S. Kausaji, Bodley Head, 1970. It contains 425 pages. These two books are published together. Looking back on the early stages of his profile literary career, Mulkraj Anand recorded the raison d'etre of his writing. It seemed to me that precisely because modern commercial society had forced the writer into isolation, it was necessary for him to link himself with the disinherited, the weak, and they dispossessed as a human being and as an artist with special talents to help transform society. This was indicated in Apology for Heroism by Drummond in London in 1946. This evidently messianic intention has characterized the later writings too, of which Private Life of an Individual Prince, first published in 1953, and Morning Face with its prologue, Seven Summers in 1951, from the main body. The latter two works are the seminal texts in any appreciation of Anand's development, and to read them with Anand's other novels, even the imaginatively more powerful Private Life of an Indian Prince, is to be aware, as the author himself always aware, that the experiences and sentiments of childhood were constantly forming the adult's mind. In Seven Summers and Morning Phase, we witness the shaping of a consciousness, the peculiar growth of isolation, which is almost a condition of an artist's sensibility. In Private Life of an Indian Prince, we see this isolation become so acute that the mature mind collapses into fragile lunacy. Morning Face and Private Life of an Individual Indian Prince can be read alongside each other as commentaries upon Anand's own mental progression, the one written with the conscious insight and reflective objectivity of a man grown old, the other written not long after an immense personal crisis and nervous breakdown. The fortuitous reissue of Private Life of an Indian Prince only shortly after the publication of Morning Face allows a unique study of a modern Indian intellect. Krishna, the fictional version of Anand himself, narrates both Seven Summers and Morning Face. His earliest recollections are of his father and mother, and he recognizes the severe personality differences. So this was the background of a autobiographical nature novel of Morning Face, and also the another publication, Private Life of an Indian Prince. As already indicated, his seven ages of dividing into seven volumes with different titles of his autobiography publication is definitely a magnum opus in the famous literary personality, this Mulkuraj Anand, who is a pride and proud to not only to Indian literary scenario, but also to global literary field. So on this his birthday on today, we are very much in remembering his literary personality of in private as well as literary field, and we pay tributes, regards, and also salute to the great literary personality Mulkraj Anand through this introduction of a book through our window Grandhakuti. It is a book of windows of introduction, recommended readings, and also reviews. So let us hope that this effort being made by now through Telugu Radham as well as Grandhakuti, we have also decided to introduce another book on Sundays Telugu and Saturdays in English. So this process is under just initiating. So we'll look forward and your encouragement, cooperation, and involvement in the introduction of a book. You are also welcome and participate in introducing your book in either Telugu or in English. So my KBS Sharma, popularly known as Kompella Sharma, I am available on Facebook so that you will come to know and also participate in this literary flow of book of introductions. Thank you very much. Good night.